Hi boys and girls, this is the cursive practice video for Friday. So none of this is submitted for a grade, but I just wanted to walk you through it, whether you're doing this on just separate pieces of paper or if you have the printout in front of you. So we are focusing on the lowercase letter I. So the first thing that you'd want to do is trace or just follow along as we start at the bottom, go up to the middle, and back down and swing. And then the only second thing that you have to do to pick up your pencil is to dot your I. So just how you would do with a normal I, that's a lowercase. So you start at the bottom, bump the middle line, bring it down and swing it. Dot your I. Ooh, that was messy. So try your best to follow the lines. Swing up to the middle and down, dot the I. So you can finish all those examples there. And then down here, they just want you to start right there on the dot, go up to the middle, bring it down, and dot it. And so something important is to try your best to follow that same line down, or else it'll look like a loop, which will look like an E. So for example, this is a non-example. So say I went up and then swung it right back down and dotted it. It kind of just looks like an E, because we know that a cursive E looks like this. So you don't want to do that. You want to just keep going, go up and back down the same way, and don't forget to dot your I, or else it'll just look like a stick up there alone. And then we're actually going to make a word, which is it. So we go up, we actually make that second letter, which is the T, and then you go back and you dot your I and you cross your T. You wait until the absolute end. And the reason why is because cursive is supposed to be one flowing motion, and then at the end you go back and dot your I, cross your T, because you want your letters to stay connected. So you go up to the middle, make your T, dot your I, cross your T. And so for both the I and the T, I want you to focus on going back down the same path that you went up. So for example, this is the path I went up. I'm going to follow it back down. That's the path I went up. Follow it back down, dot your I, cross your T. So same with the letter N, or the word in. So it's the letter I connected to the letter N, except you don't have to do anything to the N like you did with the T. You just make your letters as you normally do. And just notice that the I and the N, both you're using the bottom and the middle bumper, or the middle line to bump. So you're kind of staying within that. If you're in, it looks something like this, that is not correct. It is too high. So you want to stay down in that bottom in the middle, just like this, okay? So there's our I. We're now gonna move into the lowercase letter U. So this one, you can trace the U. We start up here. We actually start at the middle. And so the middle line. So we go all the way down and up, just like a U, follow our path down and swing out. So you can trace a few of them here. And you can go across the line, and you practice a few here on your own. Remember, it's really important to try and follow that path that you made down, or else it'd look like a really loopy mess. So there's a lot of looping and swinging in cursive. So the more clear that you could make each letter, the better, because then it'll be easier to read. So down here, we're connecting a U and an A. So we do our U and we swing it right into the A. Do the U, swing it right into the A. I know you guys know how to do the letter A from practice before. So now it's just about connecting them, just by not picking up your pencil. And so here it's U, U, E. It kind of looks a little crazy there, but when you practice it on your own, U, U, E. So it's your down, up, bump, down, up, bump, and then E, our loop. So we start here in the middle, go down and up, and down. So that's the first U. You go up to the middle, middle again. There's your second U, and then your E. So that is U, U, E. Our next page is Y, and it's just the lowercase y, and it's very similar to a normal Y in the alphabet. So you start in the middle, you loop down just like the U, so that's why we learn it with the U. But rather than swinging it out like the U, you actually go down below the bottom line and swing back up and around. So just like you would do a normal Y, except you want to loop it back and around, and the reason why you loop it back up and around is that you can then connect it to the next letter if there is one. So go ahead and practice that for the rest of them. And then when you're ready, move on to tracing it on your own. So we have the Y, the Y. Remember, it looks just like a U, but then you swing it down and around, and then ready to connect it into that next letter. For example, when you're writing the word yay, if you want to, go ahead and trace that, or you can just go right in and start, make your Y, and then you connect it right into your A. So we now have YA, and then you connect it right into your second Y to spell yay. So our Y, back up to the middle. And as you learn more cursive letters, you'll see that a lot of them are very similar to the letters that, how you normally write the letters. It's kind of just learning how to connect them and the little things that you need to be able to connect them. So for the Y, it's that part that you swing up here. That part's the important part about cursive because that's what allows you to connect it to those next letters to spell yay. So then this one's the optional uppercase. So like I said in the last video, uppercase is a little different because you kind of sometimes swing from right to left, which is different than what we do with normal handwriting. So we start over here, we bring it up and over and down, over and back. So this is a capital I. So you go up and over like a backwards backwards lowercase l, but then you hook it back. So you start on all the way to the right, go up, all the way back down, bump the bottom line, kick it out to the left, and hook it back. So you can do a few more of those, and I'll draw one on my own. So you can see that the dot's a little in the air, and that's just because they want you to start up here, bring it all the way back, start the dot, bring it all the way to the top, down, over, and out. So this is a capital I. The next one is a capital U, which looks a lot like, oh, sorry, my video just paused. So this looks a lot like the lowercase u. It's pretty much the same exact thing. It's just a larger version of it. So you trace down and up, back down, and kick it out. So whereas the lowercase u would look like this, it's the same thing except it's just larger. So you go down, up, down, and kick it out. So if you did well with the lowercase u, then this should be a breeze. Go ahead and practice them. See if you can come up with a word that begins with a U that you could practice writing. You could try writing umbrella. Looks just like that. And you just keep going all the way through the U's. And then these ones are kind of funny because it's basically the same thing again, but it's a giant Y. And it's kind of funny for me to see the Y go all the way up to the top like that, but still hook in the bottom. So we start at the top, go all the way down to the bottom, go all the way back up, go all the way to the bottom, but you go below, swing it around, and then you're back there. So the lowercase y would look like this. So you can see it's the same exact thing, but just a larger version. So go ahead and do a couple of those. See if you can come up with a word that begins with a Y. Maybe yellow. I'm going to do a couple on my own. And if you can, practice any of the words that you can put together with all the letters that you've been taught, just because it's really great to start connecting them and putting them together. For example, we could write the word yell. We've learned all of those letters. So capital Y is if it's the beginning of the sentence. E, L, L. Y-E-L-L. Yell. I'm going to try that again. So even though we don't give you those words to practice with the uppercase since they're optional, it's really great to just on your own try and make the connection between different letters just so that it's better practice for you. So that's our Friday video for cursive. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.